Well, hello, my fiends. As you know, yesterday I got this book last night on the cheap. That's the movies of Graydon Clark, who was in Dracula vs. Frankenstein, an Al Adamson movie, Satan Sadist, the biker movie. It's not about Satan, it's just a biker named Satan. Russ Tamblyn plays him in his greatest role ever. Yeah, and it was also his greatest role ever. Russ Tamblyn was in Dracula vs. Frankenstein. Also known, I think, as the Bloodseekers. That was its original title. But you know, it's right here. You see, I read this today. The first thing I read out of this book that I got from Graydon was the chapter on Dracula versus Frankenstein right there. I read like all 3 pages on that. And it was originally called The Bloodseekers, you know. But it was changed to Dracula versus Frankenstein. It's like 4 pages long there about that. And then I read the introduction. You know, as you know, he autographed that to David the Rock Nelson, B Monster Moviemaker. Your friend Graydon Clark, you know. So, you know, he autographs everything. He's like, I was reading this morning about 8 a.m. I read like 5 pages. And, but anyway, like I was saying, Russ Tamblyn also played Rico in the sequel, which was supposed to be the sequel, Dracula vs. Frankenstein. That was supposed to be the sequel to Satan Sadist. But he doesn't, but he plays Satan, in a biker named Satan, because since he was 12, he got that name. You know, it goes, by the way, I'm going to do my imitation of Russ Tamblyn now. You know, I got my sunglasses here, right here, and I got my hat. This time I got a hat so I can look like him in Satan Sadist, you know, because I had, and got the sunglasses on, you know. But these aren't really hippie sunglasses. I found those, somebody gave me those, some zombie convention, but then I found these one day sitting around outside, so I washed them just now. So these are more like hippie glasses, you know. This is him in Satan Sadist, in his greatest role ever, Russ Tamblyn. Yeah, you're right, I am a rotten beep, beep, you know. I'm going beep because it's I can't say that on social media. You gotta watch what you say on social media. You don't want to get kicked off. So you can't say those, you know, 4-letter words, whatever. Yeah, you're right, I am a rotten. I admit it. But I tell you something. Even though I got a lot of hate inside, I got some friends who ain't got hate inside. They're filled with nothing but love. Their only crime is smoking a little grass and getting high. I gotta get one of my fake Viceroy cigarette. Their only crime is smoking a little grass and getting. I also smoke these. No, but he doesn't say that in the movie. That's me ad-libbing there. Yeah, you're right, I am a rotten. I admit it. But I tell you something. Even though I got a lot of hate inside, I got some friends who ain't got hate inside. They're filled with nothing but love. Their only crime is smoking a little grass and getting high, looking at the stars at night, writing poetry in the sand. And what do? You bust down their doors, man. You bust down their doors and you bust down their heads. And they sing that music. I was born mean, boom, boom. By the time I was 12, they called me Satan. And then you got Regina Carroll in the trailer. You got to see the trailer for Satan Sadist. And then Regina Carroll, you know, she's hot. That's Al Adamson's main squeeze. You know, that was his wife, you know, wife of Al Adamson, the director. Anyway, then Regina Carroll goes, how about a little of this, baby? And she got, you know, a baby nipple. She's holding it against her shirt. You know, there's a lot of noisy kids on trains. You know, there's always some crying baby on the train most of the time. There's some crying baby. And these parents don't give it a pacifier. All you have to do is stick the pacifier like Regina Carroll had. You know, one of those pacifiers, stick it in the baby's mouth. They chew it. They don't cry. I've asked parents, can you get your baby to be quiet? I'm trying to sleep. You know, I'm trying to sleep on the train. I tell the conductor, he does, it still yells, well, you know, we can move you, you know. So then they moved me. And then then this guy next to me, when I got moved, I mean, I had a great seat by the window. And then this guy, you know, late during the trip, his hand is like right next to mine. It's like touching mine. And I didn't like that, because there's a handrest for each chair. He's got to put his hand on my armrest, man. You know, he's got plenty of room. There's 2 chairs. He doesn't have to put his arm right next to mine. I told the guy, I said, I don't want this guy putting his hand on my hand or next to my hand. I said, I don't like it. And you know what the guy says? He goes,
Well, I'm telling you, if you move, somebody else is going to do it.
No, they're not. One time I was on a bus, I had to sit, there was one seat left, and this old guy, kind of, about 20 years older than me, he had like wet fingers, and I'm sleeping, and I feel his hand on my arm, and it's wet. I don't want that. I don't want some guy putting his hands on me, man, when I'm trying to sleep. You know, I don't want that. You know, that's too much information. So like I said, I had to move a few times. Oh, wait, cut. Okay, I shouldn't have talked about that. Okay, now back to the show. Okay, now, okay. Take two, ready? Quiet on the set. Rock, you got to change the subject there. Quit talking about that. You're supposed to be talking about movies, and you're supposed to be talking about B movies and stuff. Don't talk about it. That's too much information, Rock. I'm just giving myself a pep talk there. Okay, so, okay, back to what I was doing. This is my imitation of Russ Tamblyn. Okay, in Satan Sadist, his greatest role ever, you know. But I already did that. But, okay, back to, okay, now I'm going to cut now. Okay, cut, that's perfect.